Hello students, so welcome to a new lecture. So the first question is, which article of the Indian Constitution gives the Parliament the authority to admit new states into the Union or establish them? So there are four options: Article 1, 4, 2, 3. So Article 2 is the correct answer. The correct answer is Article 2. So Article 1 defines the name and territory of the Union, and Article 4 is about the article provide the laws made under Article 2, and 3 provide for the amendment of the first and fourth schedule. And Article 2 is about specifically empowers the Parliament to admit or establish new states that were not previously part of the Union territory or Indian Union. Article 3 deals with the internal restructuring, such as changing names or boundary of the state. So the correct answer is Article 2. Then next question is, that is, under which article is the Parliament empowered to regulate the right of citizenship by law? So there are four options: Article 9, 5, 11, 10. So the correct answer is Article 11. The Article 11 gives Parliament the ultimate power to make any provision regarding the acquisition of and termination of citizenship. Okay, so the next question is, that is, which article prohibits discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth? So the question is, which article prohibits discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth? There are four options: Article 14, 15, 17, 16. So the correct answer will be Article 15. So Article 15 is about the article specifically prohibits the state from discriminating against citizens on the listed five grounds. Article 40 focus on equality before law and equal protection of the laws generally. Then Article 17 deals strictly with the abolition of untouchability. Article 16 is about, this article is limited to equality of opportunity in matters of public employment. Then the next question is, that is, the right to education was inserted as a fundamental right under which articles? The right to education was inserted as a fundamental right under which article? There are four options: 45, 21A, 21, or 30. The correct option is 21A. The specific article was added to make free and compulsory education for children aged 6 to 14 as a fundamental right. So the correct option is 21A, right to education. Next question: which constitutional remedy is used by the court to inquire into the legality of the claim of a person to a public office? So the question is again, which constitutional remedy is used by the court to inquire into the legality of the claim of a person to a public office? So there are four options: Q warranto, habeas corpus, then certiorari, then mandamus. So the correct option is Q warranto. This writ literally mean by what authority and is used to challenge the right of a person to hold a public office. Habeas corpus is the writ is used to produce a person who has been detained or imprisoned before the court. Then certiorari, that is, this writ is issued by a higher court to quash the order of a lower court or tribunal. Mandamus is, this is command issued to a public official or a lower court to perform a specific legal duty. The correct option is Q warrant. Then the next question is, that is, Article 39A, which provides for equal justice and free legal aid, was added to the Constitution to ensure that justice is not denied to any citizen due to economic or other disabilities. In which part is it located? Part 3 or IVA, part IVB. So the correct answer is part IV. The part IV is about directive principle. The article is directive principle of state policy which are contained in part 4 of the constitution. And next question is, that is, the Uniform Civil Code UCC is mentioned in which article of the directive principle of state policy? So there are four options: 48, 44, 42, 40. The correct answer is Article 44. This article says that the state shall endeavor to secure for the citizens a uniform civil code throughout the territory of India. Okay, Article 48 about agriculture and animal husbandry. Article 42 is about human conditions of work and maternity relief. Article 40 is about and directs the state to organize village panchayats. So the correct answer is Article 44. The next question, that is, which article deals with the separation of judiciary from executive in the public services of the state? Then the correct answer will be Article 50, option D. The correct answer is Article 50. Article 50 directs the state to take steps to separate the judicial branch from the executive branch. So next question. The next question is, the power of the president to grant pardons and to suspend, remit or commute sentences in certain cases is provided by which article? So this article, that is 61, 161, 72, 123. So correct answer is Article 72. The article defines the judicial powers of the president regarding pardons and reprieves. Then Article 61 is about the outline the procedure of the impeachment of the president. Then Article 161 is pardoning powers of the governor. So Article 123 is legislative power of the president to promulgate ordinances. Then next question is, that is, which article of the Indian Constitution defines a money bill? So the correct answer will be Article 110. Article 110. So Article 110 provides the specific definition and criteria for a bill to be classified as money bill. Article 108 is the joint sitting of both houses of parliament in certain cases. Then Article 112 deals with the annual financial statement, commonly known as the budget. Article 14 relates to the appropriation bills. Next question is, that is, the Comptroller and Auditor General of India (CAG) is appointed under which article? So CAG is appointed under which article? That is the Article 148. Article 148 is correct answer. The correct answer is Article 148. The next question, that is, under which article can the President of India consult the Supreme Court? Consult the Supreme Court on a question of law or fact of public importance. So which article? So the correct answer is Article 143, option number D. So the President of India grants the power to seek the advisory opinion of the Supreme Court. Then next question is, that is, which article was added by the 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act 1992? So 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act 1992 to give constitutional status to panchayat. So which article was added by the 73rd third Constitutional Amendment Act 1992 to give constitutional status to Panchayat? That is Article 243. Article 243. 243. Okay. Then next question is, which article provides for the proclamation of emergency due to war, external aggression, and armed rebellion? National emergency. Which article? So the correct answer is Article 352. This is the article allows the president to declare a national emergency under specific grave circumstances. So correct answer is 352. The next question is about, according to the material, which article governs the special provision with respect to the state of Mizoram? So, for the article which belongs to the state of Mizoram is 371G, first option A. As for the specific article contains special provision relating to state of Mizoram. So 371G is for state of Mizoram. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching me. Bye bye. Tata.